Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Swain Batty League Season 2024. With game number 3 here, I am 30, along with Elcad, Mitch, my team
Hello.
owner. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm just happy you guys played so well in that first game. That makes me feel good.
That's good. Yeah, we felt good about it too. But we'll see how good Wormbound Crusaders can feel here as they try for their first win of the season. In game number 3 here against a very hot Briar's Feet Jury, and I mean that in all aspects, I think.
I mean, coming off of a really strong win in game 1, they were in their first game of the season, they were able to just dominate in basically every lane and every aspect. So it really feels good having that kind of mental momentum going into another game.
Yeah, without a doubt. Bans are already done here. It looks like we got Nocturne, Cass, Mord going up against the Feet Jury. Not wanting to see Dario Chapman run it back on the board. I think that's a very good targeted ban. First pick overall, though, is going to be the very strong Twisted Fate.
Yeah, really wanting to keep Twisted Fate out of the hands of Thrifty Senpai. He's played in a couple of their scrims. It's looked disgusting. He's been training on it. It's looked really good. I also, so one thing I called out in the first game when you guys played against him, so you guys didn't ban out the Bard. You actually didn't throw any bans at Civibeard. Did you just think that you could play against basically whatever he brought to the table?
I think so. Yeah, that wasn't even in the discussion at all. Which, interestingly enough, they do ban it here. I mean, it's tremendous playmaking potential. So,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, we'll give it to that. I do want to see him play it. I want to see Bard in general play it in the SBL. So yeah, I guess we'll see what he will go to now. Looks like it's gonna be the Zyra. I mean, it is. Yeah, it's gonna be Zyra support for Civibeard here on the blue side.
Now, Wang having so much success in the previous game off of Belveth opts for the Briar, which is also another champ that he's been playing a ton of. I know it's probably not as comfortable for him as Belveth is, but
yeah,
I think it's one that he's looked forward to very much playing in the SBL.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, they're probably thinking, you know, let's get some reps in on something else, right? I mean, we've shown that Belveth very strong. So yeah, I don't mind the Briar here. Really like that pick. Meanwhile, on the other side, they're gonna take the Belveth for a spin, see what they can do. Last bans here, Darius and Asol. So once again, two good target solo lane bans. And no Poppy for formerly ThunderConf,
Yeah.
which is good. Something we banned too, and something we agreed. Yeah, he's too good on the Poppy. He stops too many
100%.
good engages. Get it out of here.
100%. The Poppy and the Kled, just way too good picks for him. However, Dario looking like he's opting for the Alawi. We get to see a debut of an Alawi. Really curious. I mean, Thunder's an experienced top laner. He's not going to get got out, I don't think, as easily by just kind of the Alawi nonsense. And my understanding is that due to the changes that have happened to Rift, her tentacle placement has been adjusted a little bit because of where the walls are, which has made her a little bit more difficult to just lock down the lane with tentacles.
Yes, 14.3. This patch, she is basically fixed. I mean, before she was kind of broken for the new map. I mean, her tentacles just didn't spawn in the lane. They was too big. So they adjusted it. So now you can actually play Alawi to her full potential in the top lane. And yeah, this is very dangerous. This is another pick that I think Dario can run away with, just like the Mord. They cannot allow him to get kills early and control the lane.
Is that a Corki bot?
It is a cool dude, Mr. Tuesday. That's a throwback to old days. Wow, that is a Corki. No, it's a mid lane. What are we talking about? It's Twisted Fate bot. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So AD Twisted Fate, right? Is that the play, or is it AP? I don't even. I've never seen this before. But this is Corki's relevant again in mid lane. Oh gosh, this is what is this?
I'm I'm really curious. I like that we've seen just I mean, the Maokai has been the staple, right? The staple that's been in every single game. But other than that, we've seen a little bit of a mix up. We're seeing Ash for the first time tonight, we're seeing Alawi for the first time tonight, we're seeing Corki for the first time tonight, and we're seeing TF for the first time tonight. So kind of excited to see how this all plays out. Um yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of a really weird team comp coming out of the Crusaders though. Not nearly as standard as some of the other stuff that we've seen so far tonight.
Oh God, no. This is not, yeah, conventional in any form or fashion. But I do like it because I see there's some good win conditions here. I am seeing in the chat that this is ADTF in the bot lane for Tuesday. So I don't know. He gets strong enough to maybe split push, right? You have TF ult, you have Corki who can also poke a lot. Udyr, I don't know. I feel like there's some split pushing that goes on and some neutral objective control for the blue side here on the Crusaders. But they're 5v5 straight up. I don't know if they win that against Briar's Feet Jury.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting test of a lot of their abilities. I mean, obvious in my opinion, if the Crusaders are going to want to come away with anything in this game, they're really going to need to be able to. Maybe Tuesday is super confident on that ADTF. I mean, I did also see the people in chat saying that it's good. I have no idea,
It's
but
played in pro play. I mean, yeah, there's obviously something here, and I'm
hey,
excited to see it too. Yeah.
there's a lot of nonsense that's played in pro play. It's a completely different type of nonsense than the type of nonsense that we see.
True. Yeah.
But I do think they're going to have to figure out how to take advantage of that and really punish the weak bot side of the feature. If they're not able to do that, if nobody's able to punish the weakest side of that map, I mean, Dario Chapman on the Alawi is going to continue to do well. Wang is a very strong juggler, and Tim is a very strong mid laner. Like, you have to find some way to get around that or to make them ineffective. And maybe that's kind of what they're thinking about with the more roaming mid lane, knowing that that laning matchup is going to be rough. Going with a more of a CC based support and then a weird obscure ADTF. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now that I frame the comp like that, it's gonna be Ashe Maokai bot versus TF Zyra, which I assume there's gonna be some tremendous kill pressure from TF and Zyra early on, like a level 2 power spike, level 6 power spike, obviously. I mean, same goes for the opposite side too. Ashe ult is nothing too bad. Same with Maokai ult, probably the most broken ult in the game. But can you get
Oh, by far.
Tizzy and Mick down enough where they're not relevant, where their go buttons just aren't good anymore? Because I think
So
for Briar's Feet Jury that's not going to be a way they can win.
no, I completely agree. Also, I do believe that is actually not Mick. That is going to be Chai on the bot lane for them. I
Oh,
believe
oh, I did not
Briar's
even see that.
feature is going to be. I think they're going to be swapping them back and forth as the season goes on. I think they've kind of come up with a hey, we want each of them in
You're
this
right.
other situation. So interesting to see how they look with a different team. Holy shit, we're already in the rift. All right,
Yeah,
let's
that
go.
was a quick load in. Yeah, my apologies. So CRJ Superfan is gonna see
Chai.
the Rift, otherwise known as Chai.
All
Chai
right,
tea
what are you at
drinker.
for time, my good sir?
19, 20, 21.
Perfect.
Nice. All right,
I'm
let
not
me
I'm not gonna
organize.
curse it, but that's 3 games in a row where the spectators actually been, dare I say, good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this. Briar's Fury going deep. Middle lane bush on the bot side. W is ready. I mean, of course, yeah, it's not jungle Maokai, I suppose. That makes sense. Uh, does blue side walk in here? Does Wormbound Crusaders take a gamble?
I
And it looks like they are not going to.
don't think so. I think that is the first time that we've seen so far either any of the teams posturing for a level 1, but
Yeah,
in SBL fashion, nothing happens. Either nothing or
yeah.
everything happens, I feel like.
Yeah, there's no in between. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, yeah, looks like both junglers gonna start on the bottom side, work their way up. Um, another Briar here. We already seen one tonight, game one. crazy snowball potential. Also a lot of snowball potential for Bel'Veth. So this is a pretty volatile matchup. Obviously Bel'Veth, I think, a better scaler as we go late into the game here, but we will see.
If I had my money on a jungler that I would want the carry potential to be on, it would be my Wang. After coming off of an incredible Bel'Veth game himself, I think when Wang is when he's feeling good, I think he can kind of let his head get out of his own way and just play super well.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's this is potentially a carry game for him on this pick, in this comp too. They can get some of these lanes rolling.
Now, I know we'd already talked about the bot lane matchup and the pressure that we're going to see out of Civibeard and Tuesday, or presumably, but I don't want to downplay the top lane matchup either. I think this is going to be significantly closer than we saw with Tankax and Dario Chapman in the last game. Thundercunt is just I think an across-the-board better player. His Udyr looked like it was really annoying for you guys in the beginning of the game, and maybe we see that repeat itself.
Yeah, Thunder's really good at laning phase, really good at controlling the wave and doing good solid trades, and it looks like, yeah, Udyr excels at that.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how Udyr works anymore.
Pretty similar with all the forums. Yeah, it's a lot of button pressing, but all you need to know is he sustains well and he hits kind of chunky. He doesn't hit chunky yet, but he can hit chunky later on.
Ooh, some good damage from Civibeard going on to Chai. Civibeard. Anybody who makes their summoner name 3 syllables, I just feel like they hate us.
Civibeard versus CRJ Superfan.
Okay, you know what? You're right. Cat taking some damage back onto my Wang. Very familiar with this though. Ooh, damage all back and forth. Neither of the top laners are moving down though. Thrifty Senpai with the roam up to get it. Thunder barely getting the kill just after that. Damn, we gonna have an explosive game, my friend.
Yeah. Okay. Cax goes down. The first blood went over to the Featury, which I think is really good.
Absolutely.
That kill's going over to Thrifty too in the mid lane. That's really big here on the Azir.
Yeah, which is
early
huge.
blue buff too. Yeah.
I mean that Azir, I feel like, especially just the skill difference that we're talking about with Dolphy and Thrifty Senpai, that just seems like that is going to be a very, very tough lane for the Crusaders to put up with for the first bit of the game here.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to gank too, and I don't think that shouldn't be the game plan for Cax here on the blue side for the Wormbound Crusaders. I think now the idea is just farm hard, try to get to level 6, try to get control over the dragons perhaps. I mean, the Void Grubs are gonna be up right now. Wang's gonna be on the bottom side, get that bottom scuttle first, but we'll see if they make the way up for it.
Yeah, this looks just a little bit painful for the Corki against the First Blood Azir.
Yeah, it hasn't recalled yet, but the recall will be a very good base here. Corki, yes, Dolphy got chunked hard, I think right after coming back from the base too, so gonna have to be another recall. Or no, actually no, first recall has to be.
Yeah, I think this
unless he didn't buy anything. But yeah, we'll the teleport here. Thrifty gonna get another wave push in. Wang's gonna clear bot side camps. Nope, just kidding. We're actually gonna go straight over to the red side.
Yeah, heading up, feeling like Tizzy and CRJ Superfan are gonna be able to handle themselves. I'm saying that full name every time, even mid-fight now, by the way. I'm gonna do my best.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, Thrifty and Wang coming up. They meet Cax and Thunder in the pit. Wang is taking a lot of damage, but Thrifty coming in with the Empire's Divide, able to get them out. They have to work their way around. Cax is no longer effective, and they're just able to get a little bit of poke damage back in. But everybody just kind of scaring each other off of the objective. Thrifty's low, Wang is low, Cax is low. They're able to secure one of them. Cax staying in there, trying to get some damage onto the other Grub.
Ooh, they are playing with fire here, Grub.
Some dangerous fire. Thunder going in.
Yep.
Nah.
Wait, is it still up? Yeah, it is. Okay, there's still one up.
Oh, the yellow card landing from Tuesday onto CRJ Superfan. He's going to be poked down while he's walking away here. Again, nothing much happening, just a lot of damage coming out from the two of them. I can't see. Have they gotten any plates on the bot side? They're over the stupid turret.
Yeah, so just the two grubs for the blue side here. The side with Belveth. So that's good news. Something that they can start hopefully relying on scaling this game later and later, because their team does scale well.
Oh, absolutely, they do.
Yep.
Thunder going back onto Chopman. Cax is up here to meet him, gets the knockup onto Chopman. Chopman's got the tentacle smashing down, but Thunder's got damage going on him. Cax walks in the middle of the tentacle, takes way too much damage, but they manage to kill him. Wow, that was fucking scary.
Yeah, that was really close. If Chopman gets the kill on Cax, I assume he gets a little bit of health back based on the rune, but he could 1v2 that if he gets that first kill.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw him do it in the previous game, 1v2'd at least twice during the early parts of the game. Now, 30, I want you to play a game with me, okay?
Okay.
Let's pretend that I don't know the intricacies of the Void Grubs. Let's just hypothetically, right? Just hypothetically, I don't know all of the strategy that surrounds them. What would you say to somebody if you were trying to teach them what they should be paying attention to there?
They help you take towers, and if you don't want to get all of them, you should at least try to take 2 out of the 6.
Oh, a flash from CRJ Superfan getting the root on Civibeard, who's got some damage coming back onto him. Thrifty Senpai's here to seal the deal. A good flash engage from CRJ Superfan.
Yeah, saw the opening and just went for it. I love the no hesitation there. No level 6-2 for the Zyra, so no way to disengage that fight. Wang already on the dragon.
Just clean. I think we are going to see, you know, based on early stuff here, a much more even game than we did in the previous one, or at least one can hope. And I know that speaking with some of the team members of the feature, there's been a lot of positivity around what CRJ Superfan has brought to the team, and I think we saw exactly that come into fruition there with the no hesitance, the ability to go right in and say, you know what, I found an opening and we're doing something.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it brings a little bit different flavor to their support pick. And Wang's gonna land the ultimate on the Briar here, going in. The Scream, not gonna land, but it's gonna get the health back. But it's gonna get knocked up in a 3v1. Dolphy's gonna get that kill. Jobman's actually gonna say, let's go back in on this. A healthy 30 Senpai going over the wall, looking for the shuffle. Not gonna see anything. Gonna blast cone away. Lonely Thunder is still up though. And 3 grubs on the board now for blue side, Wormbound Crusaders.
Now each of those basically is what a buff that helps you just do more, just take towers easier.
Yes, they do. Your attacks do more damage to the towers. If you have 5 or 6 of them, you spawn little void mites, I think. Void mites, void grubs, that also hit the tower. And those are very good. It's very good to get 5 or 6.
And we are at 3 right now. Man, Chopman is under a lot of pressure from this Udyr up here.
Yeah, I mean, Udyr is just this huge lane bully early on, and Thunder, like I said earlier, I think just him as a player really excels in that lane state. So a strong point for the Crusaders early on here, 10 minutes into the game. What can they do with this 2k gold lead?
I feel like they have to make something happen in one of the lanes. I mean, the Feet were able to secure the first dragon. They do take towers a bit easier. They just have to find one of these waves, get some pressure pushing, and it's definitely not going to be in mid. But you know, we were talking earlier about Tuesday and Civibeard really wanting to have that early pressure and that presence in the bot lane against Tizzy and CRJ Superfan, and we just haven't really seen it. I mean, they're up in CS, sure, but I think I was expecting a little bit more explosiveness out of there. As I speak, the ult from Mr. Tuesday comes in, has got some damage onto Tizzy. CRJ Superfan is going to eat the ult, but returns with his own ult and just walks away.
You ask and you shall receive.
Apparently.
Where's the fighting in the bottom lane? Where's Tuesday with the ult, the TF ult? There it is.
There it is.
Almost got the pick. I mean, they had to disengage with the Ashe ult, Maokai ult. Wang did throw his ult in there too. And if, honestly, if that lands on Tuesday or Civibeard, they get that kill 100% of the time. And then they get 3 plates down in the bottom lane, if I had to guess. So, close one.
Dolphy bold with this trade here.
Yeah. But I think he actually came out on top in the extended poke. Corki versus Azir. Oh my gosh, these top lane fights, they look so scary at some points, but they're so calm and collected, these top lane players. They're just like, yep, I know, I'll take 300 to the face. That's okay. Oh! With the dash in, nothing.
You know what, if we could just focus on the top lane, just because, ooh, Tuesday gets knocked into turret range, Tizzy getting some damage on him, but Civibeard landing a critical snare, buying him the time that he needs. Just back and forth down here.
Yeah. You're right. You can tell to the blue side though, the Crusaders, Tuesday and Civibeard, they are looking for stuff. They're actively looking for the fight so they can get into 2v2.
Ooh,
Meanwhile,
coming in
mid
on
lane,
the Thrifty Senpai, and he is
there
going to fall down. What a great answer from Cax, seeing the vulnerability, seeing the Briar show bot lane, and knowing where to react.
Yeah, Thrifty had both summoners up too, Exhaust and Flash, but he knew it was already over, too low.
Yep.
To try to escape that.
Wang's in the middle. He sees Dolphy. I don't think he's gonna risk it. Not with Cax hanging out right next to him.
Yep. Looks like Void Grubs are gonna spawn. Maybe there is a point where if you take the first round of them too late, then the second set doesn't spawn.
Right.
But I think it's gonna come in right under the clock because the Herald is 14 minutes.
Man, this turret is just melting. My goodness. And they're able to get that while plates are still up. That's a lot of gold that's into the pockets. You know, I guess we talked about the explosiveness of the bot lane and wanting to see that, but what we didn't talk about yet was just the fact that they just took the fucking turret. They said, fine, we won't kill you. We'll just take your infrastructure and give us all the gold we could ever want.
Yeah. Static Shiv already completed for the ADTF, so he is sort of speccing into wave clear. Like I put me in a lane with a fresh minion wave and I will kill it. Clear it out with the red card spam and everything. So they do. I think TF actually gonna go back bot, push that one out. Dragon is up. A lot of people fighting over these Void Grubs. There's. Oh wait, Herald. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's
the Void Grubs.
14, Herald. It must
of course.
14.
So yeah, they didn't take him in time. Yeah. So a very small window there, but that makes sense. Oh, Wang lands the ult on a Tuesday. Gold card to try to disengage, and he gets it.
He's got the gold card. But CRJ Superfan hits the ult onto Tuesday. He's going to be able to get away. Wang misses, and he walks away.
Yeah.
Still, that pressure from Wang is what's going to allow them to take the Drake here.
Yep.
And that is their second one.
Yep. So that's good. I mean, for Briar's Free Jury on the red side there, they have the 2 Drakes on the board already. That's potentially one of their win conditions here. Get that stacking early on. The Herald was taken on the blue side though. Cax has that in his inventory.
I feel like we have seen that in basically every game so far tonight. I mean, the last game a little bit different because it wasn't nearly as close, but at least in the first game, in this game, as a flash from CRJ Superfan onto Mr. Tuesday has got some damage trading back. Tizzy's coming back. She has the damage. She's able to get him down. Tuesday gets killed alone. A TP coming in here. The Corki is coming in, backed up by Cax and by Civibeard. They are going to be able to get CRJ Superfan and Tizzy. Daria Chapman's in the top lane taking damage from Thundercunt. And, okay, there's not really that much happening there. It just looks so much cooler than what is actually happening.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Top lane is just a different game up here.
It's just beautiful. Can we just stay and watch this lane and then just figure out what's happening elsewhere because it's so cool to watch this?
Yeah, it's just a flurry of visual effects and sound. It's beautiful.
You said League of Legends wasn't GPU bound, I'll show you, says Riot. I mean, except not really.
Okay, so Cax is evolving. Belveth, the Void monster thing, is evolving. 2-1 and 2. Let's see I'll bring up the gold here. Stream is seeing it. 1k gold lead over Wang here in the jungle, actually.
Yeah, honestly, I am a little bit shocked at that. I know last year Cax tried some off-roll. They tried him in the jungle on their team. They tried him in bot lane. Oh, and there's a little bit of action in the middle here with Thrifty Senpai hitting Mr. Tuesday with the Emperor's Divide. He gets the yellow card back on him, but ultimately he's going to fall. CRJ Superfan getting the flash into the knockback on Civibeard, but Cax has the damage. He's going to come back to him. Briar's waiting in the wind. Civibeard with the flash and the auto, not going to be able to get it.
Oh!
Oh, and the rock almost gets him.
50, look, go back. He's so low. 22 HP, he was probably lower. Oh my gosh. There it is, the Rift Herald. Summoned by the Wormbound Crusaders. There's the first knock and the tier 1 down in the mid lane, and they're gonna keep marching this one in.
Yeah, and the Voidlings coming along with Bel'Veth, marching alongside the Rift Herald. Some really good damage going down to that turret. Cax and Civibeard are there ready to put damage onto it with Dolphy. The ult from Wang is going to land onto Cax. He's coming in hot and ready to go. He's got the stun on him. Dolphy is trying to buy himself some time. Civibeard's trying to get him off, and ultimately they do.
Whew. Yeah, alright. So they did get the tier 2 in the mid lane, so really good push there from the Wormbound Crusaders. They are up 4k gold now as we approach the 20-minute mark. Normally Thunder still just beating down Jobin in this top lane that's still up here. The tier 1s are still up. They're still laning.
It's still up. Dario's up in farm by 5 CS, but ultimately, I think one of the biggest differences that we're seeing between this game and the game immediately prior to this is just the non-factor that Dario Chapman is. He's not on the Mordekaiser. He's not 1v2ing in the top lane. The resources that have been expended top have been able to secure kills and knock him down a peg, and they're getting Thunder further and further ahead.
Yeah, and this is a win condition that I think they can play through here. Actually, meanwhile, bottom lane.
Oh, a bit of a miss there with CRJ Superfan, knocking Dolphy on the Corki just out of the ult coming from Tizzy on the Ashe. It just looked like one of them thought he was going to be in one spot, one of them thought he was ready to be in the other spot.
Yep. Dragon up in a minute. We're going to be a Cloud Drake. Some poke back and forth between these two teams over this wall. This new wall in the river here. Zyra in Corki poke is pretty good here. But they gotta be scared of the engage. No Ashe ult, but Shurima Shuffle's available. Maokai ult up. 4 strong. Or only 4 down here in the bottom lane, I should say, for the Wormbound Crusaders. Thunder still in the top lane, does have TP up though.
Yeah, Dario pushing down that mid lane tier 1, just kind of sitting there minding his own business, waiting for the wave to push him behind him, but they have control of it. Oh, excuse me. Crusaders just posturing at the bottom of the river, waiting for the dragon to come up. Though we are 5 seconds away from that happening, we do have the TP on Thunder. It looks like he's ready to come in. In fact, he is. Oh no, sorry, that is the Corki coming in there. And Cax going in onto CRJ Superfan, who's going to get dumped the ult really early. Not really going to be effective other than buying themselves some time. Dario Chapman immediately gets hopped on the ult from the Zyra is going to hit and knock him up. Thunder is going in deep. He's trying to buy himself some time. Dolphy is going to get got by Wang, who manages to get in the back lane. Dario Chapman is chopping with those tentacles. And Cax, however, is going to be able to take down Wang. Dario Chapman is response. Cax is trying to buy himself some time. And right as I talked about how Dario Chapman hasn't been effective in this game, his stupid barrel pounding ass is able to come in, but Cax is re-engaging. He tries to steal it. Ultimately, he is not. Tizzy is going to get the kill, and Beat Jury are going to get their 3rd Drake.
Well, 1 for 5 at the end of the day? Friar's Feed Jury gets the 3rd dragon on the board, and what an equalizer. I mean, they're still down 2k, but they are so back, baby.
I think it's 2 for 5?
A 2 for 5?
CRJ
Oh, a 2 for 5.
Go
Yeah.
down for that?
Yes, at the very beginning, you're right. A 2 for 5. Yeah, a 2 for 5. Whew. Still pretty good for the Free Jury. I don't know. I'm Wormbound Crusaders. They were posturing for that. They had total control over that river. They were there early for the dragon. They're looking for the engage.
It really looked like they just pulled the trigger kind of early. I was surprised when they dropped the Maokai ult so early. I thought they had blown, one of their big engage tools, but then the Crusaders just kind of walked at them and said, no, you can still engage on us. It's okay. We're here. We're ready to play.
Yeah. Chapman. No tower there, actually.
Dario Chapman going in, but CV Beard is up here. He's not going to get the
snare.
He's not going to get the snare. Thunder's still taking a lot of damage, all going down on a Chapman. He is going to get ulted, but Tizzy's up there to answer and get them off of the wave. It still took 3 of them to do a whole lot of anything there, but
yeah. Oh, damn.
Wayne gets his Raptors.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they did have to blow a lot. Zyra ult. I mean, I think you just use it. You feel kind of bad that you had to use it, but like this guy is so tanky. He's such a damage threat in the long extended fight too, allowing. So you can't let him survive. Red Seal, yeah, coming over for Cax. Very aggressive posturing here from Wormbound on the red side jungle here. Absolutely.
Honestly, I love to see it. 2 things I want to talk about, and hopefully I don't get interrupted by myself in a little bit here. Crusaders' team comp is completely different from when they played you guys. So they obviously don't just have one thing that they want to do. Like, this is fundamentally completely different from what they did against you guys, and I think that's really, really cool to see. The fact that they can take a 4-tank Tuesday is the damage build and transition into this weird, quirky mid, TF bot, just kind of nonsense, I think that's really cool to see.
Yeah.
Also, Cax, I started talking about this a little bit, but Cax last season, just kind of really being a little bit hollow in the jungle, and except for the one outstanding Zac game that he had, he was just kind of there and present and doing stuff. The fact that he is really competing with Wang throughout this game, he's 4-2 and 3 on the Bel'Veth. He's been relevant. He's been getting kills. He was the last one to survive in the Dragon Pit and almost managed to secure the Dragon. I am really impressed by his play tonight.
Yeah, 1,600 gold up on Wang too here on the Bel'Veth. I couldn't agree more. He really felt like he was a role player before, but now he this season, especially with the jungle meta as it is, can come in and show the carrying chops. And Cax gonna do a little flap flap.
Of the devil.
Yeah.
TP coming in, but ultimately just gonna walk away. That was a very clean, just snipe of CRJ Superfan there.
Yeah, 14 seconds. That timer's still kind of low. We're only 23, 24 minutes into the game here. But no objective they can truly go over.
Now, I do think the Crusaders are maybe going to find themselves in a similar situation to what they did against you guys in Game 1, where they didn't have the dragons, but they had the gold. They had a little bit of a lead. They just need to do something with it this time. They can't sit around, and maybe that's why we see the transition in the composition, because they realize, hey, with how we built our team, we couldn't do anything. Just kind of at all.
Yeah, but now they got the damage. I question if they have the CC. If they got to be able to lock some of these people down and actually do the damage before they get locked up themselves.
They have yellow card. What more do you want?
Bear stun.
They wrote Ocean Avenue.
Zyra's
That's an anthem
roots.
of our time.
Okay, yeah, he gets out. Or Tizzy gets out, I should say. And Dragon, 35 seconds. Gonna be the
Dario
soul.
Chapman just split pushing up top here. Very, very well.
Yeah. No TP, so they might be giving up this dragon for the top lane push here, which I think is an okay thing to give up. It's only their first one that they give up. Wormbound Crusaders, they are there early at the dragon. They're like, no, we're not giving this one up. We're here 30 seconds early. We have control. Chapman is trying to walk out of the blue jungle. There it is.
Now, do you think Featury are just saying, fine, if you really want the dragon, we're just going to take the Baron, and it looks like Crusaders have sniffed that out. Then ult from Wang. Don't think it hit.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, flash of
Not
Super
good damage
J.
going on. Ooh, the Zyra ult getting a flash out of Dario Chapman and buying them time, but again, we just kind of see the support ults traded back and forth, and not a whole lot accomplished.
Yeah, support ults traded. I think this, for Wormbound, you want, formerly Thunder, you want Udyr in the bottom lane right now, split pushing with the TP up. At least they could go for the dragon. Wait, okay, it looks like Cax is already on it, so they should be able to get this first drag on the board for them. Yeah, nice. And they keep Featury contained in the mid lane. They have the prio in mid lane. Yeah, nicely done.
Really, really well done from Crusaders, just being able to control the map in this situation, going and answering Dario, not letting him be uncontested, but still managing to not let them get Baron, control mid, and get the Drake.
Yeah. Oh, and they've started it. They had no. Does Red Side have vision of this?
They do not. I think Thunder was in there clearing it out earlier at the top of the Baron pit. I'm looking at Wang moving.
They're picking
and
it right now.
Look like he's okay. They're aware. They're coming in. This is going
it's
down
too late.
so fast, though. It is going to be dead before they ever get here, and they are going to manage to get out. Yeah, they just wow.
They snuck it right out from under them. They just looked at the lane assignments.
Ooh,
Wang
SBL going in on the Cax.
Oh! The ult
Cax
doesn't
dodges the
land.
arrow. I think he wins this 1v1. Yep.
Oh, the arrow needed to land. Just so close there.
Just some fancy feet out of the Void Queen herself.
Yeah. So yeah, Bel'Veth. That's late game Bel'Veth for you right there.
Yep.
Even someone like Briar, who is excellent in the 1v1, especially after landing the ult. I feel like I could take on the world after landing the Briar ult. I feel like so enraged, and I need blood. I need the taste of blood, and I can kill all 5 people by myself. But Bel'Veth can do that even more. Shuffle.
Ooh, the Shuffle's gonna hit Civvy Beard. He's gonna get the ult down, knocks Tizzy up, but ultimately he's gonna fall. Mr. Tuesday is taking down CRJ Superfan. I don't think he has the life to survive that. Thrifty manages to get a turret up, but Tizzy and Thrifty are so incredibly low. The TF ball coming in. Wang is there to answer him though. Wang is gonna be able to get Tuesday off of him, and he saves both of his carries, and it's just a monstrous effort there.
Oh man, Tuesday he was like, okay, I got this, I got the kill. He does not have the kill. Went a little too deep there on the back side of the fight, but that's okay. Blue side, the Wormbound Crusader is still in control here of the map. Formerly Thunder split pushing now on this bottom side. Slowly hammering away at this tier 2. Slowly but surely, Wormbound Crusaders taking down these towers 4-2 overall across the map.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what we said we wanted to see out of the Wormbound Crusaders, was them do something with any of the buffs that they got, because they objectively really did not in the game against you guys. So it's good to see them splitting, pushing, trying to get their picks when they can. And speaking of, CRJ Superfan a little bit out of sorts. Formerly Thunder Day is able to get up on him, and he just absolutely melts. Thunder's going up on Wang, but he's going to push them back off the tower. A lot of damage going back onto Civvy Bear, but the ult falls down. It's not going to find anybody. Thunder taking a lot of damage from Tizzy while they're trying to retreat. And Cax behind the scenes is able to get Dario Chapman and kill Wang. Wang does do enough damage so that Tizzy can come in and get it back, but Cax going behind and getting 2 kills while they're trying to chase them back down the lane. My God, he is effective on this Bel'Veth.
Oh my God. So strong. Like, that fight was split into 2 sides essentially. Who was fighting under the turret and who was fighting the Bel'Veth in the back line. Wow, a real crazy dance there. I don't think Wormbound Crusaders really get any. Oh, they get the tier 2 in the bot lane, so I guess that's a win for them at the end of the day.
It is.
It's a win, I think, for Feat Jury that they didn't lose more, because I feel like there's a scenario where they all just die and lose inhibitor there. But
I do think they went up another 1.8k gold?
Yeah, so they're slowly putting the gold lead behind them, or evening it up, I should say. They have the soul still on board here. 56 seconds on that.
Trying to clear vision on the bot side here. Quick Scryer's Bloom is going to find them out, but we still have 45 seconds until it spawns. Civvy Beard just caught shopping. Thrifty's going to murder. What are you doing?
I don't know. He's on a ward, and after the first one, he doesn't even move. I don't know.
I literally think he was shopping her ult out.
Yeah. Oh,
unironically,
walking the wrong way.
A lot of damage though. Cax going to get in, gets a massive knockup on 2 of them. Wang is answering back though onto Dolphy. Cax is trying to answer onto him, but he gets got by CRJ Superfan, who's going to have enough CC to slow him down. Wang is going to be able to chase down Dolphy, and I have to think that this is going to be Dragon Soul here, unless they. Yeah.
I mean, it should be. Jungler down, mid lane down, all of their damage essentially. He's down right now. I think Tuesday and Thunder are trying to communicate how they do this, how they literally steal this out from under them 2v3. And
it's going to be a massive effort here. I really don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, not going to happen today. The soul goes over to the Fury, so they are not out of this whatsoever. I mean, it's a 4K
not
gold
even a little bit
deficit, but they are feeling good about their chances here.
I don't want to say it was the fact that they were able to go up 5 to 4 members for absolutely free, but I'm not saying that. Civibeard is going to try and land the ult, but he's just going to die down here.
Whoa!
Sent by Dario Chapman. The package is coming in though. Dolphin gets some good damage down, but the power falls as he gets there. Dario Chapman getting way too much damage onto him. He's going to kill him, but Tuesday and Cax are here to answer. Another TP coming in. Dario Chapman getting damage. Wang down here to answer as well. Thunder gets Wang stunned up against the wall, and Wang is going to be CC'd, and dead. No. Dario Chapman trying to pull him back. Thunder may not want to chase this, and ultimately a 2 for 2.
Yeah, wait, when Cax came back into the fight there, I was very scared. The resets were getting kind of crazy there. They did pick up 2 on the backside for Wormbound Crusaders, which I think is good for them. The Baron is up right now. I mean, they're walking over.
It looks like they're going for it. I don't see
the damage is so crazy for them too.
It really is.
ADTF, Belveth at 9 kills, Kraken Slayer, Stride Breaker, Wit's End. Chapman's over here. I mean, everyone knows about it. Here we go.
Chapman's ready. He's into the pit. He's got mad damage going down. The Ash Arrow's going to find. The red team is going to be able to take it and steal it. Dario Chapman hasn't chopped yet. Cax is going to die. Thunderconk is being DPS by Tizzy in the back lane. They just played that new wall super well, and they were not ready for that. Civibeard walking out with a couple of life. Dario Chapman almost getting him with the tentacle grab, and they just lose Baron for nothing.
They lose 2 for 0, and red team steals the Baron without the jungler there. I'm face palming right now. I'm trying to get grasp of how Wormbound Crusaders mentally resets here.
This feels so bad, especially after they were in such a good position. I mean, it's like people always say about SBL, right? No game is unthrowable. And Wang taking a lot of damage up here. He goes back in on Civibeard. He's able to get the kill, but then dies himself to the Corki. Corki is about a half health. Mr. Tuesday has the yellow card ready, and he's gonna stun a minion and take that, you stupid inhibitor.
Oh, no.
Don't die the way to Thrifty Senpai!
I agreed so hard for it. He's like, if I get the kill, I get the bounty. I don't know. Like, why not go for that trade? Oh no.
Vijira has managed to claw back from a 7.5k deficit and finds themselves even in gold now with Dragon Soul.
Yeah.
What a comeback.
Firmly in grasp for the Fury. Dario Chapman leading the minions down here in the bottom lane. CRG Superfan not far behind. I think the call is group bot. Get the tier 2 here when the Baron buff still up here. Let's see what we got. A little over half depleted. Wang is up right now. Gonna get back to the fight. Wormbound Crusaders, they have to fight with Cax. He is potentially a win condition here.
Absolutely. Tizzy, Dario Chapman, and CRJ Superfan down there. Tizzy with herself a massive scoreline, 5-1-11 on the Ashe. She is almost full build, and there is a lot. There's a lot that the Wormbound Crusaders have to contend with from the side of the sexy feed.
Yep. And they see an opening. They're going straight for mid lane. Baron buff strong, dude. There's nothing Wormbound can do at all. Gonna be the mid and hip down. What's the plan here for the red side? For the Fury, a little bit of poke. They're gonna keep those minions pushing.
Yeah,
why not?
They're just letting the minions do their dirty work, get into the base.
The wave bot lane finally meeting up at the gates of the Wormbound Crusaders. Can they hold themselves back
Baron
up?
buff is still up, and it is no longer.
Yep, Maokai ult, Early.
Still, turret gonna fall off that Maokai ult. Dario Chapman taking a lot of damage, but not dropping. A lot of gray health there. The ultimate getting onto the TF. Wang going in onto Tuesday underneath the turrets. Good damage going on, but Wang ultimately dies from that dive. Dario Chapman taking quick turret shots. Civibeard trying to get damage back onto them. And so close to finishing the game there from Featurey. Oh, Thrifty Senpai re-engaging onto Civibeard, who is going to drop. Killing spree. Formerly Thunder back in the back lane, though, with Cax ready to take down the Chopman. Now that the tank is down, they're looking for the meaty rest of the team. Tizzy has to flash to get away from Thunder. I don't know that it's going to be enough, though. He's able to catch up to her stunner. Cax with the damage.
The Nexus, the lucky Nexus! Look at the Nexus for Wormbelt Crusaders! They have to go! They have to defend! The gold card coming through!
Nobody's hitting the Nexus yet! Oh my god, the Nexus didn't get hit. It didn't take 1 point of damage.
Oh my god, direct camera is like, yeah, don't just forget about the Nexus. Forget about the Nexus! That's the game!
And so we see an ace come back for the Wormbound Crusaders, who are saying we will not go quietly into the night.
Oh my god, it's just throw after throw. I mean,
and
the
Elder is coming up in 5 seconds.
Oh jeez, these death timers are getting long. We're approaching 40 minutes in League of Legends in 2024, so that's very dangerous. Everyone is full build now, close to it at least.
This
damage is off the charts. Look at
Cax. Terrifying.
Yeah, let's go back to that. Oh my god.
No, I really want to watch Civibeard take out this ward. That was a critical moment. Thank you, Director Camera.
This is some baddies league. What time are you at? 49, 50?
I think I'm 1 second behind you.
Okay. Okay. There's a gold lead for blue side, but we're bound somehow. It certainly doesn't feel like it with the exposed Nexus down here. And
really
the 2 inhibs gone. Gold does not matter at this point of the game.
Elder buff matters.
Elder buff. Yes, Elder buff does matter. This is incredible.
But they need to do something. It's the same thing that we said in game 1. It's the same thing we saw happen where you guys were just able to wait out the buff and then punish them for it. We need to see them make a proactive play now.
Yep. All right, track the cameras back on. Let's do it here, folks. Grouping for both sides here. Dolphy's got to go back. Got to get something back at the shop. Forgot something back at home, perhaps. Looks like a needlessly large rod. If I had to guess, more damage.
Really not what you want to be doing when you have the buff.
The package? So bad? Does he got the package? He does.
And package. we are at about half remaining on the Elder buff.
I mean, they're scared. They're so scared because if they don't do this posturing right, if they leave mid lane open, they're just gonna make a mad dash for it and go for the Nexus. So they cannot actually leave this open. Positioning is everything for Wormbound. They actually keep Dolphy at the bottom lane. He does have TP, so this is okay. He can wave clear the super minions down here, but the Baron has started. They're gonna have to make a decision fast. It's already gone. I mean, this is happening.
Thrifty Senpai and Tizzy are just demolishing that. There's nothing that they can do about that. And Baron up minions with almost all of your base in shambles. Feels like you have to go now.
Oh no,
oh god.
No, wait a minute. I mean, it's Cax. They're still chasing this so far.
They're be
Thrifty.
Able to get Thunder up. Who's able to get the Emperor's Defy, but damage coming back out of Dolphy. They're chasing them back to the tier 2 on the top here. Oh man, you know what I think it's time for? Maybe?
What?
Hero play out of Dario Chapman. He's got the TP up. It's an exposed Nexus.
Oh,
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
At this point, yeah, that Alawi is doing that kind of damage. Like, solo your Nexus before you can respond kind of damage. This is looking tough for the Wormbound Crusaders. They're somehow still up in gold, which, once again, I just will not believe. At really any point in this game, okay, I take that back. They definitely felt in control in the early game, in the mid game, but
they did. Absolutely.
They have lost that control. Mid inhib is respawned. Some good news.
That's really, really good for the Wormbound Crusaders, even though they are pushing in hard with this wave in mid. 4 of them strong. Baron buff up. Dario Chapman in the top lane waiting to come down. We see CRJ Superfan waiting in the wing, likely waiting to get this Maokai ult off onto everybody. And they are just assaulting this base.
pushing from Briar's featury. Some trading going up in the top lane like always. Formerly Thunder. How far can he go out here? I mean, he's trying to put some pressure down.
Not,
Try
I
to draw
don't think
someone
too
out.
far, because I don't think they're 4v4. Oh, the Zyra ult landed, Cactus in on the back lane, but Tizzy's able to answer him. He's got the GA pop and he's going to be resurrecting, but ultimately I think he's going to drop down as soon as he's back up. Civvy Beard drops, Cax is super low. The ult from the Briar misses, but Thrifty Senpai is in. He's got the damage. Tuesday is down. Cax is down. You gotta imagine Dolphy is going to be quick to follow. A quadra kill for Thrifty Senpai. Can he get the Penta to finish the game? And that is gonna be it. Give it to him. Let him have it.
No! There it is.
Oh my God, Brandon. Of course. You just can't let him have nice things. But they managed to get the job done. What a game.
What a game. A 42-minute barn burner to end week 1. Come from behind victory for Briar's feature as they stand strong as the #1 team at the end of week 1.
They do. That has to feel just so rough, being on the side of the Wormbound Crusaders. Both of those games in your hands. 2 different strategies, 2 different points of the game where they felt like they were in control and had the power, and both games just felt like it slowly fell out of their fingers. I still think we can point back to the instant where they were 4v5 in the dragon fight that they were posturing and ready for, and they just got blown up. That was the moment that the momentum shifted, and Jury Feet were able to just accelerate from there.
Yeah.
Jury, whatever.
Yeah, looking at the damage chart right here on stream, but I think we made a mistake. We didn't consider the thrifty factor. He quietly farmed, he quietly ascended his Sand Soldier army and did 47,000 damage. I mean, he was critical in this
Absolutely.
lead. MVP 11-3 and 11 on the Azir. My God. Nerfed him. I agree, Joey. Nerfed
so much
him.
damage coming out.
Yeah, but yeah, that will do it, folks, for game 3, week 1. I don't know if we're cutting to something else. I guess we'll stick around. I'll mute the stream. I'll put some music on. People get a snack, get a drink, get other things that you consume that make you feel different. And yeah,
You're
I guess
speaking for yourself there, 30.
Yeah, I might be speaking for myself there. Yeah, I'll just let's check out production. I can riff for a second. Right, it's been posted. I guess we'll see. Oh, choose the outcome. BFJ. Crazy. I don't know why I put WB. Wormbound. It's WC. Wood cutting.
Oh.
Duh. Yeah, my bad, folks. I'm sure people understood what I meant by WB, not the media conglomerate.
Close enough. Look, if we don't have the freedom to just freely choose random words in a team's name and insert them wherever else we want, I don't think I can do this job.
Yeah. Congrats on the 99 wood cutting in the chat. Okay, well, yeah, I'll just go cut the music. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone, for the first 3 games of this season. I think it's gonna be a spicy one. I think it's gonna be a good one. Featuring they're setting up a storyline as the #1 bad guy, the villains, the evil henchmen. Even though they're all really nice people on that team. All right.
That's all. That's all I got.
User
All right,
joined your
we're not
channel.
doing it. We're not doing it tonight. Is this true? We're live right now, Thrifty.